Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be anything you want. This is a T.I. song I love. There's a line in this song where it's like, you can have whatever you like. And this is a great email here because I've got an email from a guy who shares two different stories about two different women. The first was a woman he met at church, and he started hanging out and dating her. And this was before he found out about my work. And so he shares what happened, obviously, with her. And it's not going to end too well. But the second one is a woman he's currently dating, who he met her through online dating. Completely different. Total paradigm shift. Completely. She's submissive. She goes along with whatever he wants. And right in the middle of her giving him a blowjob, she's like, you can have anything you want. So it's like I say all the time, if you think I'm a jerk off or you think I don't know what I'm talking about, just apply the things that I teach that are in my book. You will see that it works for you. So I have a quote that I wrote, and then we're going to go, because really what these two scenarios are, it's about standards. It's about having your high standards and living your truth and not being willing to compromise on it. And you'll see in the first scenario, the guy's he's compromising left and right, and it gets him fucking nowhere. And the second one, he's living his truth, and the girl is submissive and doing whatever the fuck he wants. So the quote that I wrote says, people will only treat you the way you invite and allow them to treat you. People who have high standards, a high self-esteem, who love themselves, who value themselves, and who perceive themselves as being a gift and a blessing to other people will act in ways that are consistent with that perception. Therefore, they will never tolerate abuse, rudeness, being taken for granted, being jerked around, and people who try to waste their time. One of the best things that you can do for yourself to improve the quality of your life is to set healthy and loving boundaries for other people of how you want and expect to be treated. Like-minded people who share the same goals and values will treat you the way you want to be treated out of respect and appreciation for who you really are. Anyone who does not respect, adhere to, and follow the high standards you have set for yourself should be given the gift of missing you on a permanent basis. The strongest negotiating position is being able to walk away and mean it. That means that you should walk away and never look back from people who violate yourself, your standards, and your dignity. So let's take a closer look at his email, shall we? He says, hello, Corey. I wanted to take a moment and thank you for this awesome program. I can give you a night and day story of when I did not use your program and when I did. Part 1, without your program. I met a nice young lady at my church. She is in her 20s and I am in my 30s. She is finishing college and I currently hold a full-time job. We exchanged numbers one day after church and we immediately began hanging out. Without reading or knowing your program, I did a lot of weak things. I texted her every day with the lame-ass, good morning, or you're beautiful text. I texted her throughout the day about boring, mundane shit. At first, she met up with me often, but as I texted more and more, she slowly began to want to meet up less and less. Nothing mysterious, nothing exciting about him, her wondering. Remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. When you just start dating a girl and you're texting her good morning text and hey, you're beautiful every day, it's like, think about it. If you give a girl you're dating or your wife or your girlfriend a dozen roses every single day at the same time, it's going to be cute for the first week, but after that, it's like, oh great, more fucking roses. There's no value in it because it's not a special thing anymore. Anything that's worth a lot of money is because it's a valuable commodity. You look at like any professional athlete, the ones that earn the most money. They have more talent and more ability and are better players than the overwhelming majority of everybody else that they play with and against in their sport. Therefore, they're a limited quantity. They're very rare. And since they're very rare and very special and can be very valuable to your team, if they're on your team, that's why they get paid tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. But if you interact like you're just a disposable commodity, like you're just another garbage bag in a box of 1,000 garbage bags, you can't expect to possibly cause the other person to treat you with value. Plus, women need time and space away from you to wonder about you, to think about you, and to think about how they feel about you and discuss you with their girlfriends and their friends and their family for their feelings to grow. But if you're always in their face all the fucking time, as soon as you meet them, as if like you're in a relationship somehow or you've been married for 10 years, they're going to get fucking bored. And what happens when a cat gets bored? It fucking takes off and it roams the neighborhood. He says she only agreed to meet up if we were exchanging gifts or for something special. Ouch. So it sounds like your dating kind of devolved into you buying gifts as a bribe for her spending time with you. He says, I slowly realized the pattern. However, I began reading your book and watching your YouTube clips and slowly started pulling away. About 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, she started texting me more. In the past, she had shut down many of my advances for dinner and meeting up, so I never extended the offer again. So he just kept asking. It's like I talk about in my book. You're going to ask twice on 2 separate occasions for a girl to get together and make a date with you, and if she won't, then you don't ask anymore. Because if you keep asking, then she knows that you're going to predictably ask every time she calls and stirs the pot, keeps you in backup, or as one of her male orbiters. Fuck that. A man who's like, I'm a catch and I got a lot to offer, I've extended the offer twice and she's turned it down. Well, why would I want to go out with somebody who continually turns me down? Fuck that. I want somebody who's like, oh my God, I'd love to see you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to have you deep inside me. Oh, I miss you so much. And we get used to that. It's like, you're never going to put up with that bullshit again. He says, I realize that she should be the one who reaches out if she really wanted to meet. Plus, I was a little cautious because I felt like she was starting to text because we were closing in on Valentine's Day. I never texted her after that day and I haven't heard from her since. I am quite okay with that because I have been dating another woman who is truly fucking into me. So part 2. Now let's look at the radical change that he's encountered by applying my book and my videos. It's really a mindset. It's a perspective change and how he actually shows up versus what he did previously. I mean, he's like basically begging and bribing this girl with gifts to spend time with them. And even then, she still treated him like a second-class citizen. He's like a placeholder man. You know, kind of like a placeholder in the little book, a bookmarker. Ain't nobody's bookmarker. I'm the fucking priority. If I ain't a priority, you don't get to have me in your life. He says, as I previously stated, I am dating another woman. I met this woman on an online site and things have been great. I told her early on that I do not like to use the phone too much and that I am so much better in person. So right off the bat, he's telling her what he wants and what he expects. And since she's just now met him and she likes him, she's thinking, oh, I want to make sure that he likes me and chooses me as well. And he doesn't like to talk on the phone, so I better respect that because that's important to him. So right from the beginning, he tells her right off the get-go, I'm not a texter. I'm the same way, man. I don't want to sit and chit-chat for hours on the phone. I have WhatsApp on my phone and Facebook message and all that shit, but, and Skype, I don't want to text all the fucking time. It's like, I use it for setting appointments. I'm busy as fuck as is, and I don't want to sit there, banging my thumbs on his little tiny fucking keyboard or walking around like a fucking smartphone's on. You see people all over the place walking around, they're looking at their phones, they get fucking run over. There's plenty of videos on the internet, dipshits doing that, and they just walk right out into oncoming traffic, totally oblivious, they fall in manholes. I mean, it's fucking stupid. It's, or they're driving and texting. You can't wait 20 minutes until you get to your fucking destination. It's stupid. If you're busy, if you're successful, you ain't got time to fucking hours and hours, send dozens of messages and WhatsApp all day. Fuck that. She and I had gone on 2 dates before having sex. And just like I talk about in my book, most women will sleep with a guy by the second or the third date. If you follow the things I teach in my book, I mean, I've done countless videos over the years where you just see the pattern over and over and over again. After watching one of your programs, I got up the nerve and told her that I wanted to taste her lips. She immediately asked me if I had been drinking. I realized that she wanted me to be a man and, as you say, penetrate her on many levels. Penetrate her with your strength. In other words, have you been drinking? No, baby. I'm just intoxicated with your fucking beauty, though. And your lips are looking a little dry, and maybe you should bring them over here. And I insist, bring them over here. Come sit in my lap. We'll see what pops up, and I'll moisten your lips for you. From that point, I only use the phone to set dates. This past weekend, we hooked up for dinner, came back to my place, and she literally sucked my dick and told me, "You can have anything that you want." I remember I was dating a girl years ago. The first time a girl said that to me, and we were, I don't remember what we were, and she's just like, she goes, I had all our clothes off, and we were starting to have sex. She says, "You can do whatever you want to me." She meant it. Didn't matter what hole, I could do anything I wanted. It's like, it's so sexy when a woman is just like, have your fucking way with me. Fucking ravish me. Fucking take me. Fucking pound me. Beat up my pelvis. He says, this is a far cry from the last girl. The difference was maybe their attraction to me, but I think the main difference is my attitude. I taught the second woman that I could take it or leave it. And you didn't have to say that. It's just how you acted. He says, even today, she only uses the phone to text me short messages, and she knows not to call me unless we are getting together. Thanks, Corey. You're the man. You know what? Thanks for being fucking awesome. Thanks for being another great example. Thanks for being another leader, another guy that's giving the gift of a masculine man to a woman. And all of her girlfriends are fucking gushing, and they're jealous, and they're going, you fucking lucky cunt. Oh my God, I can't believe you're with such an amazing guy. You're so fucking lucky. It's like when men apply the things that I teach and they show up, they really are a gift and a blessing to these women that are just dying to meet a guy like this that knows how to treat a woman and act like a man and live his own fucking truth. It's like, dude, that's fucking textbook, man. Great fucking job. Good for you. Everybody that you're going to encounter in life, you're going to have a positive impact on them. Guys are going to be like, what's your secret, dude? How do you, this girl's like eating out of your hand. I've never seen a girl so crazy about a guy. How do you do it? Coach Corey Wayne. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone, Skype, or email coaching session with yours truly. You can choose any of those options by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.